everyone, Kristen David wanted to let you know that here we are once again this week on Monday talking about new level, new devil, how to anticipate the challenges as you grow. Such a big part of any business owner, whether you're really small or getting to be really big, you're going to have new growth challenges at each level of growth. It's very predictable. So hang in here with me. In 10 minutes or less, I'm going to show you 5 things that you're going to want to know to anticipate the challenges as you grow. All right. So hopefully everybody's having a great Monday and you're recharged, refreshed, ready to take your business to the next level. Let's dive right in. I always try to give you guys good nuggets, bite-sized nuggets for busy business owners. And this week it's all about new level, new devil, how to anticipate those growth challenges. Okay. So number 1, jumping right in, hiring the right person. This is such an important part. This means that you need to have a good job description. Before you have that job description, you need to know who do you need to hire. That's often accomplished with a gap analysis. A gap analysis says how much of a gap between the person or whoever is doing it now and what we need them to do. Maybe you're doing it all yourself and you're not doing a great job of it, right? So this helps, a gap analysis helps you understand that process. Then you go in, do a job description, get the job ad out there, and really work on attracting the right person, right? The person that's going to have the core values that are on par with what you believe in, that are going to be on board with your mission. Very, very important. So as you grow, first steps, first things first, it might be your first hire, it might be your third hire, but as you start growing and you get more clients or more sales, you're going to need some help managing your business and bringing it together. And one of the key parts is making sure that somebody's cranking that marketing wheel as you grow your business, as you, the owner, are stepping away doing other things. Later on, it will be other people that are going to help you build out your team. So to be in front of that challenge, right, we need to have a process for hiring the right person. In other words, a gap analysis, some objective data that's going to tell you who to hire and when do you hire them. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, we then need a good hiring and onboarding process. Now, rinse and repeat with every level of growth. Every time you grow, you're going to have to hire more people. You're going to have to refine your searches. So you want a good, stable hiring process or onboarding process, because there's a lot of statistics out there that talk about 70% of people some say almost 82% of people say they don't feel like they were onboarded well when they joined a company. Well, you take all this trouble to interview and find the right person, you can't stop there. You need this very smooth process coming through. In fact, I want it to be like an hourglass, right? Like a sand. They come through, they're in the funnel, you're testing them, vetting them. And the minute you say, yes, let's hire this person, you want it to be a nice, smooth process. You don't want it to be clunky. Now, don't jump the gun. You don't get to hire the person until you do the written interview, the personal interview questions, the check references, and have those questions answered, right? You've got to do the things that you need to do in the 5-step hiring process. These are 5 steps of hiring success, right? Make sure that you're doing this. Is this making sense, guys? Give me a little love in the chat. We're moving fast. I want to just dive right in here and talk about new level, new devil, how to anticipate these challenges as you grow. And the hiring and onboarding process is a big part of this. Really making sure we're ready to receive this new employee, this team member. Now, don't freak out and think it has to be all built out already. Part of the value of hiring somebody is they're going to help you build this out. So each and every person that you hire is making this better for you. They are part of this process. This goes with this theme, this part of this culture, that you get your team involved in helping you grow and build. It can't be all based on you, the owner. So this is an important part of the hiring and onboarding process. It's evolving. It's getting better all the time. All right. So next new level, new devil. The next level is you're getting to get more team on. You're starting to you're getting busy. You can't just get focused on one area like building your team or spending all day training them. You have to, tip number 3, you have to manage the 4 pillars of successful business management. We've got to make sure that you're balancing the financial needs, as well as the marketing and sales, as well as the management, and of course, that planning stage. No judgment zone. Guess what I worked on this weekend? A little bit more of that planning side. Because guess what? As my team has grown and we're evolving, I have to circle back around to that planning piece so I can lead the team, tell them where we're going. All right. So as you're growing and as you hit that new level, you got to circle back around. Actually, our logo is like this. It's 4 up arrows. The first one is the planning. Second pillar, marketing and sales. Third pillar, management. Fourth pillar, as you grow more and more, those financial controls become even more important. And then it circles back around. You do it again. So as you grow to those next levels, you got to go back and say, okay, I've been spending a ton of time in this pillar. I need to balance myself out, work on the other ones some. So make sure that you kind of hit those levels and anticipate the challenges by kind of coming back to your core, those 4 pillars of successful business management. Awesome. How many of you are using those 4 pillars? I see Marcella in here. Yes, so important. Good. Definitely, everybody, you've got to kind of hone back in, center back on your core. This is what's going to help propel you even faster. Okay, pillar number 4, the marketing and sales team expands. This is another way that as you grow, you want to anticipate the challenges, right? As we start off with let's just hire the right person. Tip number 1. Then make sure you have a good hiring and onboarding process. You can have the best onboarding process in the world, but if you didn't vet and hire the right person, that ideal candidate that works with your core values, guess what? You're going to end up having to go separate ways pretty soon. So you got to find the right person. Then we hire and onboard them. So it's a smooth transition, but you can't just get tied up in that all the time. You got to, as owner, if you want to anticipate those challenges, you got to hone back to your core of planning and balancing the 4 pillars of successful business management. And then finally, your marketing and sales team expands. Now, you expand some more marketing, that brings in more potential sales. That's where we expand the sales team. Or it expands by adding to the technology, the automations, right? Build that infrastructure that allows you to grow, not necessarily by doubling your team. Being more, so for instance, one of the levels I'm hiring for right now, marketing coordinator. A marketing coordinator is about a $60,000 a year job. And it's the person who is going to take all these marketing ideas and plans and make sure it all gets executed. They're going to manage vendors. They're going to be managing other parts of your team. They're going to make sure everybody's connecting and communicating, right? So that one key person could be worth 5 people if they know how to manage well and they're able to coordinate well. So when we talk about your marketing and sales team expands, it doesn't mean the number of humans double or triple. It just means that we're building and growing. All right. So yes, back to the basics, foundation to rise up. Thank you, Jacqueline. Absolutely. 4 pillars, you bring it back, hone it in, and then you start building again. So important. Okay. So The fifth tip I have for you is building a thriving, profitable business. I want you to know that this is one of the most important parts. I see a lot of businesses grow. And guess what? They lose that profitability and they need to kind of circle back and take a breath back to that planning and relook and reinvestigate where you are and build out that planning and build that profitable business up again. So you're always honing and refining and building together. But if you want to stay in front of those growth challenges, surround yourself with great people. Put a lot of individuals who are great at what they do around you. Surrounding yourself with that great team, having intentionally brought the right people in, that's absolutely where you want to be. All right, give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. Drop a comment down below. What was your favorite tip? And share for the rest of us, what is something you've recognized has been an anticipated or has been a challenge as you grow, and what could you have done to anticipate that? How could you be in front of that level? All right, everyone, that's our Monday tips, helping you build the right business, solid, stable, profitable with systems, helping you stay in front of those challenges, especially as you're growing fast. All right. Don't hesitate to private message me. Always here to chat. My team and I are always excited to help business owners, and we're always here to share valuable information to help you on your journey. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Have a good and productive rest of your week. Bye.